This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last Saturday, Coach Tracy Hellman's Augustana men's cross-country team ran to their 5th straight NSIC title at the conference championships held at Yankton Trail Park here in Sioux Falls. The Vikings had 5 of the top 6 finishers as they dominated the race, scoring 18 points, 66 points ahead of the second-place team with 84. Senior Paul Yak claimed his 3rd consecutive NSIC championship, with Tom Carbo finishing 2nd, Harold Carbo 4th, Adam Braun 5th, and John Klecker 6th. In the women's race, the Augustana ladies claimed 2nd place behind champion Minnesota Duluth. Kristen Bronbo finished 2nd, followed by Maritzel Delgado, Runa Falk, and Caitlin Young. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team split a pair of home matches. The Vikings knocked off St. Cloud State 3-1, but came up short against powerful Minnesota Duluth. Over the 2 matches, Courtney Yisker led the way with 31 kills and 28 digs. Holly Halfmeyer also had a strong weekend as she recorded 30 kills and had 4 solo blocks. Kayla Walrick led the team with 31 digs, while setter Marissa Johnson averaged 12.4 assists per game. In football, Coach Jerry Oshefsky's team took the short trip over to the University of Sioux Falls and came out on the short end of a 27-10 score. The Augustana defense continued its strong play as they were led by Ben Skelly with 13 tackles and Brandon Moore with 10. Brandon also intercepted a USF pass and returned it 34 yards. The pick set up a 28-yard field goal by Ben Albrecht. Offensively, the Vikings tallied 329 yards of total offense. On the ground, Dejan Newell ran for 59 yards and scored his 20th career touchdown on this nifty 19-yard pitch play from Trey Hyde. C.J. Ham added 50 yards, including a career-high 39-yard run. Freshman quarterback Trey Hyde completed 27 of 48 passes for 187 yards. Grant Gebhardt led Augustana's receiving corps with 59 yards on 9 catches. Matt Gary caught 7 passes for 39 yards, while Noah Heisman grabbed 4 for 67. Punter Gabe Dunn had another great day as he averaged 39.2 yards per punt, including a long of 55 yards, while pinning 4 inside the 20-yard line. In women's soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas's team dropped a hard-fought 1-0 battle at Upper Iowa and fell 3-1 at Winona State. Annie Thorson scored the lone goal for the Vikings over the 2 games. The Augustana ladies have an 8-7-1 overall record and a 6-6-1 mark in NSIC action as they battle for a conference playoff spot. And in women's golf, Coach Peggy Kirby's team completed the fall portion of their season by placing 2nd at the MIAA Fall Preview in St. Charles, Missouri. Marissa Toivonen shot an 18-hole score of 156 to lead the Vikings. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana football with Coach Jerry Oshefsky. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, the connection that counts. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.
Hey, John, heads up. I'm going to be sick for about a week next month.
Next week, I'm going to get a horrible rash and ruin our vacation plans.
Mom, this Thursday, I'm going to throw up all over my t-shirt.
You can't schedule everything in advance. That's why there's Same Day at Sanford. For your same-day appointment in family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, or internal medicine, contact your local clinic or simply call 855-SAME-DAY.
At Mid-Continent, we believe in going the extra mile for you. Making sure your questions are answered. Getting every job done right the first time. Why do Mid-Continent Communications employees go out of their way for customers? Because that's how you'd treat a friend or neighbor. And to us, that's exactly what you are. Mid-Continent Communications, the connection that counts.
Have you noticed more and more fees showing up in your account with your bank? Take a look at your statement. You may be surprised. At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, the only surprise you'll find is how few fees there are. Imagine applying for your next loan or setting up your account with the peace of mind that as a member owner, you call the shots, including what fees to charge. So why let extra banking fees gobble up your money? Get your account and your loan from the place you own.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, "Hey, Culligan Man."
Ooh, child, things are
Hey,
gonna
buddy.
get easier. Ooh, child, things are good.
Hey, buddy.
If your life flashes before your eyes, make sure it's in an IIHS top safety pick. That's the power of German engineering.
Hi everybody, I'm Bill Gross, and with me now is Augustana head football coach Jerry Yashevsky. Coach OJ, the Vikings last Saturday night traveled across town over to the University of Sioux Falls, took on the Cougars, and hard-fought game, and just came out a little bit short.
Yeah, it was a dogfight. I thought it was both teams played incredibly hard. At halftime, it goes in 6-0, and our defense played incredibly well. Actually, our offense played pretty well in the first half as well. We just didn't finish drives as we moved down inside territory and had a play before half that we thought was a score, not a pass interference. It would have been 7-6 at halftime, and maybe a little bit different complexion in the game. But the second half, again, we had a couple stops in a row there defensively, and that's when we needed to march forward and get some drives and score, and then just a fluke play on special teams that made the score a little bit deceiving. But it was a good game, well-fought game, and proud of our kids for how they executed for the most part for 4 quarters.
Well, let's break the game down. Let's talk first about another outstanding game for our defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they run a real quick tempo, and they have against everybody, and they've had a lot of yards and quite a few points against everybody they've gone through. I thought our defensive staff did a tremendous job practicing all week at that tempo, at that pace, actually faster than the pace that happened in the game. So it really wasn't the tempo. It was Nephi Garcia going off for a couple runs that hurt us. But with that said, we played well enough to win that football game defensively, and we were set up in a positive field. We only got a field goal out of that one. That would have changed things a little bit as well. And they continue to play well. And everybody's playing well. I mean, uncommon people that have stepped up into roles, and they're just understanding what they're supposed to do and doing it well.
Well, the Vikings had a number of great performances on defense, but 2 in particular. Ben Skelly with a ton of tackles, and Brandon Moore, a lot of tackles and a nice interception.
That was a phenomenal catch by Brandon. One of the better catches I've seen, certainly out of a linebacker in a long time, and he can pick him up and put him down. So, and Benjamin's putting in a position right now in these last few weeks to make a lot of tackles, and he's made them. You know, he's staying home, he's doing what he's supposed to do, he's running with good leverage, and for the most part playing very good football. So, yeah, Ben's led us, I think, the last 2 weeks in tackles, and Brandon Moore is going to be, you know, one of the better ones in the history of Augustana football. We've had some great ones here to play that position, but for what we asked him to do, we couldn't find better.
Over to offense, where the Vikings moved the ball effectively. Unfortunately, we stalled out in some drives, but yardage-wise, a pretty good balance, Coach.
Yeah, it was, and it was a good balance between run and pass finally. You know, the concerning thing for me, Bill, was at halftime we went in 6 for 12 on 3rd down, which a couple of them were drop balls, a poor decision by our quarterback on another one. But, you know, you sit and you look at that, 6 for 12, 50% on 3rd down is pretty good. The unfortunate thing is we came out of that game 6 for 18, and that's the 3rd quarter when it really mattered, and we need to finish those drives and move down into plus territory and get some shots at the end zone. We really liked our red zone package going into this week, and we liked our game plan. We just fell short of the mark, but we did move the ball. We did get 17 first downs, and you know, we wanted to be in the 20s. We wanted to be in the over 30-minute mark of time of possession. We ended up just short of 28. But you know, some of those things, at the end of the day, you got to score points. That's the game. You got to score points to win football games.
Well, I have to ask you about the play the Vikings scored touchdown on in the 4th quarter. Is that a planned play, or is that one? Oh yeah,
we rep that one all the time.
We improvised.
Yeah, we rep that every day. No, you know, we put Trey into a quick under center situation where we got the opportunity to run a sneak play, and so there's 2 other plays that we couldn't run with it, and he stayed with the sneak, and we just didn't get movement on the back side of it. And yeah, he definitely improvised. That's not a play that we put in, but apparently with the success of it, it might be something that I need to put in because Dejan scooted in for a score, and right now we'll take it any way we can get it, and a good effort play by Dejan.
Well, good reaction by Trey. The Vikings got a touchdown out of it. Let's go over to special teams.
You know, for the first week, I feel like we didn't win the special teams battle. We've been so exceptional, Coach, in our special teams game, and we take great pride in that. And it wasn't there this Saturday. We lost leverage on a couple of punt returns. We missed a tackle on kick return, lost leverage on a kick return as well. And Grant Gebhardt's play, you know, nobody feels worse than Grant. He's doing the right thing. That ball's going to bounce inside the 5, and we tell him, go catch it, fair catch it, but catch it and save us 20 yards of down and distance. He just happened to misplay it and hit his shoulder. It's a tough catch to make, and I'm not making excuses for Grant, under the lights, not under the lights, this or that. He'll make that play 9 times out of 10, and I want him to, so I ride with my guys, and I'm going to ask him to do the same thing in the next scenario. It just worked out really unfortunate for us that it popped right into their hands, get him short field and an opportunity to score.
Okay, well, the Vikings move on, and they're back home this Saturday at 1 o'clock against Concordia St. Paul, a team that has had some highs and has also had some disappointments. So, Coach, it'll be interesting to see what happens on Saturday.
Yeah, they've been a real up-and-down football team, similar to us. You know, that 1 week they're real hot and they look good, and next week you look at them and it's, you know, it doesn't look like the same club. So it'll be a great challenge for us. We take pride in playing at KO, and we're positive. I mean, our coaches are so positive with these kids. We realize where we're at in our program right now, and that this is just the foundation for where we're headed. Kids have been fantastic. They continue to work hard. I know we'll have a great week of practice this week. Just can't wait to get together. I can't believe, we were talking about this at yesterday's meetings, that there's only 3 weeks left in the season. You know, I'm blown away by it because we're still teaching and learning and growing together as a unit. So it's gone down really fast, but we want to make sure that we finish this thing on the right note and keeping on that 1-0 philosophy every week and getting our kids ready to play. And that should be a great contest for Concordia coming in and take some pride at KO and get a win.
Well, fans, 1 o'clock Saturday, the Vikings and Concordia St. Paul. Good luck to you and your team, Coach. When we come back, we'll catch up with Augustana volleyball coach, Ashley Buckley. Stay with us.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick out my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
Whether you're in pain on Friday or get hurt on Saturday, injuries can happen any day of the week. Now you can walk right in for expert care at Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track. We're the first to offer a walk-in clinic at 4 convenient locations, 7 days a week with evening hours. Call 605-328-2663. Expert care when you need it. Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track.
Cleaning hard water spots is hard. Make sure your water softener is working properly. No matter what brand you own, your Culligan man will inspect and check your softener. For this special offer, call and say, hey, Culligan man. Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, hey, Culligan man.
Combine Midco Extreme Wideband, the region's fastest internet, and mid-continent video with TV everywhere, and take shows you normally watch here and watch them anywhere, anytime. So turn your tablet into a TV, take CNN with you, catch the Cartoon Network up here. Turn any screen in the house into a mid-continent screen. Mid-continent video with TV everywhere and the flawless streaming performance of Midco Extreme Wideband make mid-continent the connection that counts.
With me now is Augustana volleyball coach Ashley Buckley. Ashley, last weekend the Vikings were back home as we had 2 matches at the Elman Center. Started out on Friday night against St. Cloud State, and we had a nice 3-1 victory.
Yeah, we came out really sharp. I was pleased at our blocking up at the net. We had talked a lot about the type of offense that they're going to run. We did a great job shutting down their middles and getting them out of the system. And then we were able to stop them on the outside. So I thought our game plan was really well implemented by our players, and we were excited to come away with a win. I felt like we finally found some flow after Tuesday night.
Well, and then it was a tough one here, Saturday afternoon. Very good Minnesota Duluth team, and they came out on top.
Yeah, I thought we competed really hard with them, point for point, but just had some crucial errors late in the game. I think from 20 to 25, we just weren't as focused as what we needed to be on off-blocker defense or on the end line. So it was disappointing to see us crack at the end. But again, every one of these matches that we're playing against top teams in the country, I think we're learning something. And we got Kelsey Kaufman back on the court, and I thought that she came in and contributed on the right side really well for us. Our middles, as always, I thought terminated a high percentage. So, it's good incentive for us to learn and to figure out how to close these on these tight ones.
Well, the Vikings, of course, have some outstanding seniors today. We're going to talk to Kayla Walrick here. Talk a little bit about the seniors and how they've contributed to your team.
Yeah, Kayla has been just a really instrumental leader for us in the backcourt. She's handling a lot of balls out of serve receive. Teams are serving her. And I've been most impressed really with how well she's contributed on defense. She's really stepped up this year and has developed her defense down the line. I thought that she's, as a leader, really controlled the backcourt well. We have a lot of other seniors too. Taylor Hrdlichka, she's terminating at 45% on the season, which is really a challenge to do in our league. So I've been proud with her offensive contribution. Holly Halfmeyer, we talked a lot about her this season. She's just a huge offensive player for us. Katie Neeson is a backup setter that has, really been great in our gym. She's a wonderful player to have on our court. She's a great teammate, and I think she brings a lot of fire and intensity for our team. And then Christine Bielski has come in and has stepped into the backcourt for Courtney Yisker quite a bit. So I always love the fire and energy she brings to our backcourt on defense, and she makes great plays for us. So it's a nice senior class. It'll be tough to see them leave.
Good to see those seniors doing well and leading the team this year to an outstanding season. Well, Ashley, this weekend, the Vikings hit the road again. It starts out up at Bemidji, and we follow that up with a match against a very improved Crookston team.
Yeah, it's wild to think we haven't seen two teams still, and it's so late in the season. But we're excited to scout them this week to figure out how we need to beat them. And we know one thing, and that's that they have a lot of urgency on their side of the net to win. They're playing at home, so they're going to be excited. So there's a lot for us to focus on. We really need to, this week, concentrate on the serve-receive, and then also on our termination and just scoring at a higher rate. So those are two things that hopefully we bring to the table this weekend, and we find ways to get it done on the road.
The Vikings will find out next week where they stand in the region. The top 8 teams get in. We've also got the conference playoffs looming. There's really a lot to play for right now, Coach.
Yeah, and not much time left. So this fall break comes at a nice time for us to be able to give the players a day off and then to come back into the gym, really refocus on the rest of the season. But there's a ton at stake this year. It's exciting. The league is really good. People are beating up on each other, it seems like, every weekend. So, we're really optimistic about the end of our season.
Well, good luck to your team, Ashley. And when we come back, we'll catch up with outstanding Augustana senior volleyball player, Kayla Walrick. We'll be right back.
So, do we stick with your health insurance or go with mine?
Is your office even keeping its health insurance?
I don't know. What about that marketplace?
I'm not sure how it even works.
This is painful.
This is complicated.
This is simple.
Sanford Health Plan offers affordable health insurance options for individuals and families. We can even make sense of all the changes going on in healthcare today. Make it simple on yourself. Click SanfordHealthPlan.com.
Sanford Health Plan.
This is simple.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, "Hey, Culligan man."
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick up my outfit. She said, "Pick wisely." I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, "Wow, nice smile." And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
Ooh, child, things are
Hey,
gonna
buddy.
get easier. Ooh, child, things are good.
Hey, buddy.
If your life flashes before your eyes, make sure it's in an IIHS top safety pick. That's the power of German engineering.
Exceeding expectations. Getting better every day. It doesn't happen by chance. Preparation pays off. So the only question to ask yourself is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Exceed yesterday. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana senior volleyball player Kayla Walrick. Kayla, great to have you on Augustana Sports Scene. You've been a big part of the Augustana volleyball program for 4 years, but Marshall, Minnesota, that's home. A place true to my heart as I spent some time coaching in Marshall and actually met my wife in Marshall. How about that? So great place, Marshall, Minnesota. But Kayla was an outstanding player, great high school teams at Marshall. Any of you that know volleyball in Minnesota, Marshall has had a phenomenal program. But after high school, had to pick a place to go to college, Kayla. Why'd you pick Augustana?
Well, I picked Augie because it's really close to home. It's only 90 miles down the road, you know. And I just thought it was small. It's a really nice place to be. I felt at home when I was on campus, so it was a great fit for me.
Yeah, and we've been really happy to have you here. Well, this year's team is rolling along here, having a great season right now, and you're one of the important seniors on that team. How are you feeling about this year's club?
I feel really good about our team this year. This is the best season that I've had since I've been here at Augie, and I think it's nice that we can go out with a bang, I guess.
How do you view your role?
I play libero, so I feel like it's kind of important for ball control and just getting everybody to rally together. I feel like that's my spot on the team, trying to just get everybody to play calm, play together, and be steady.
Those of us who watch in the stands wonder how in the world can you gals get down there and rip those balls up? You know, your nose is on the floor. What's it like to go down there and really find one and get it up? That's got to be a thrill.
It's so much fun. Like, that's the best part of the game, is just to get an awesome up and like let your teammates do something else with the ball.
Yeah, and it's such an important part of the game, as fans know who watch and really do appreciate what a libero means to the team and what they do. You've been playing volleyball a long, long time, Kayla. From having daughters play, I know all about JO volleyball and the circuit. You started how young?
I was a third grader. I had two older sisters that both played, so I've been around volleyball for a lot of years.
Yeah, and what do you like about the game of volleyball?
I like volleyball because it's like a team sport, except there's like a lot of individual parts about it, and it's really fun to just like battle with each other. And especially like in practice or anything, even though you're not playing a different team, it's fun to just like go against each other and see who's best.
Yeah, very competitive sport and a lot of skill involved in the game of volleyball. Kayla, you're now a senior at Augustana. What's your major and future plans?
I'm a nursing major here at Augie, and my plans, I'm planning on staying around here for at least a couple of years, and then maybe going back to Minnesota and finding a job there, I guess.
Okay, you employers out there that are looking for nurses now in this medical community, here's a good one here, Kayla Walrick, you need to hire her. All right, Kayla, last question. Senior at Augustana, as we mentioned here a few times. You're an old-timer, you know, been around here a while. Reflect on your days as a student and a volleyball player at Augie.
I think that Augie's been a great place to be. It's like just a nice small community in a bigger town where, like, I came from Marshall, not a huge town, but like it's nice to have a lot of things to do here. And I feel like my education at Augie has been next to none. Like, the teachers here are awesome. You're not just a number around campus. Everybody knows your name. They want you to do well. And playing volleyball at Augie, really, like, a lot of people know you that way too. Like, everyone in the community will call me by name, and sometimes I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of nice, just to make you feel at home.
Well, Kayla, we've loved having you as a student and a volleyball player at Augustana. We got a lot of volleyball left, so good luck to you and the team here. When we come back, we'll check out the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Stay with us.
Exceeding expectations. Getting better every day. It doesn't happen by chance. Preparation pays off. So the only question to ask yourself is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Exceed yesterday. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things are good.
Hey, buddy.
If your life flashes before your eyes, make sure it's in an IIHS top safety pick. That's the power of German engineering.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Cleaning hard water spots is hard. Make sure your water softener is working properly. No matter what brand you own, your Culligan man will inspect and check your softener. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man." Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, November 1st, volleyball hits the road at Bemidji State. Women's soccer is at the University of Sioux Falls at 6 o'clock. And men's basketball has an exhibition game at the Elman Center at 7 o'clock. Admission is $5, and fans are encouraged to bring a perishable food item to donate in support of the Feeding South Dakota program. Saturday, November 2nd, volleyball finishes their road trip at Minnesota Crookston, and football is back home against Concordia St. Paul, 1 o'clock at Kirkaby Over Stadium. Sunday, November 3rd, wrestling gets their season rolling at the Daktronics Open in Brookings, and women's soccer is home for their final regular season home game against Southwest Minnesota State at Morstead Field at 1 o'clock. And the Augustana men's basketball team plays another exhibition game, this one down at Iowa State in Ames, beginning at 5 o'clock. And Wednesday, November 6th, women's soccer, the NSIC first round games begin at sites to be announced. And remember this Augustana athletic information. You can hear all Augustana football games and men's basketball games on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, go to our website at goaugie.com, where you can also get discount tickets for athletic events at goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sports Scene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sports Scene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.